Live with Phil, Thursday evenings at 8.
What's up, guys? It's Thursday, 8 p.m. Thanks for tuning in to the live recording. Go ahead and hit that like, share button and drop some questions. Interact with us in the comments section. Tonight's guest, I spent all of last September with. You may recognize him from his Alaska moose hunt or his New Mexico elk hunt. He's a founder of Holy Hunt, a devout Christian, avid outdoorsman. Let's welcome Niko Tavoularis. What's up, man? How are you?
Good. What's up, Phil? How's it going?
Doing well. So Niko is up in you're with Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan.
Michigan, up by Lake St. Clair. So what do you got weather right now? I'm down in Maryland, and today it was 89.
Yeah, it's probably like 70s to like mid 70s to 80s. It was pretty warm.
Starting to get nice.
Yeah, finally.
You doing any ice fishing? Did you do any in the past season?
I think you only got like good ice for like a week this year. I was in. I think I was working that week, so it's kind of crappy year for ice fishing. But I feel like the past couple of years it's been like that. Probably global warming.
Oh, look, we got a brother. First comment. Darius Green. What's up? Darius, I got a picture of you. Hold on.
What up, Darius? He talked to Darius?
Nope, that's not you. That's me. There it was. Yeah, I talked to dude, Darius, Richie. I think Richie's gonna be on. Yeah, they hop on and comment all the time. I love it. It's awesome.
I see that. Darius, and I don't know if Darius has me on Facebook. If not, add
Darius,
me.
You gotta add Niko. He does some wild stuff. What do you got planned for 2024?
Not sure yet, really. I mean, I'm going back to New Mexico for elk with Eric. That's for sure. It's pretty much my only for sure one so far. But this is from now to like these next couple months is when I plan everything. So
did you draw any tags, special tags, or anything like that?
I haven't drawn anything so far. I didn't even draw New Mexico. I got by a landowner tag, but that's how good the hunting is. It's worth it. But putting in for Idaho, Wyoming. Wyoming hasn't came out yet. I just put in for Idaho. Putting in for Nevada, but I probably won't draw that. It's pretty hard.
All elk?
Yeah, elk, mule deer. I put in for a lot, like sheep, but sheep takes about like 20 years to draw something. Moose, yeah. I put in too, the moose is pretty hard to draw.
So you know how I went to all these shows this past year.
Yeah.
Here's one. I kept some of the sheets that I really like. My dad's commenting. If you can see the comments too, Niko, feel free at any time just to call him out. My dad's asking what's behind you. Dad, that's his moose from Alaska. Go ahead, Niko, show it to him.
I flipped the camera on the app?
There, I made it so it's full.
Oh.
That's Niko's Alaskan moose.
On the left is a Canadian moose, and that's like Alaskan Yukon moose, so big difference. Then I got my elk from New Mexico. That's one of them. The other one's on the wall. That little one next to that's a Colorado elk. That's just a nice little meat bowl. Then that small moose right there. That's one I shot with my bow last year. And this bunch of deer. And I got like Michigan buck, one of my bigger ones. Oklahoma pack out type style mount. I thought it was cool. And this
that's a cool mount.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And this is a Missouri buck I got pretty lucky on.
Man, that's nice. What do your neighbors say when they come by and see the garage open? They're like,
they don't really talk to me. They're probably scared.
Man, that's wild.
One time I was hanging a deer from the garage, and just cutting them up in the garage. I don't got anywhere
Yeah.
else to do it. I live like in a condo complex, so
I've done my ducks and everything in mine, and same thing. You get those looks.
oh yeah.
Oh, look,
One time,
Nico, we got Stacy Stanberry in the comment section. Niko is an awesome man. So, Stacy, a little backstory for anyone watching, great. Anyone listening later, awesome. I'll fill you in as well. I did a video last 2 years ago for a young man named Carson Ward who had brain cancer, still does not have it and is doing well. Just got a graduation card in the mail from him actually yesterday. So that was pretty cool.
that's great.
Met Stacy through that whole organization, filmed them. Stacy has Texas Hunt for the Cure. Fast forward to last year, I'm on an elk hunt filming Niko on his elk hunt. I'm just camera guy. And Niko tells me that he's doing this thing in Texas with these kids and the guy named Stacy. I'm like, what? That's wild. So Niko went and tell him about what you did. So Niko met
Well,
with
it's kind of
Stacy and
crazy
ended up.
how we were talking about it, and it's just like it was the same Stacy, and like we never talked about that before or nothing. And I had this in like the works for a couple months before that, probably like a year or not a year, half a year before we even went on that hunt. And like you said, you did that 2 years ago. We were just talking about Texas hunting, and it came up,
Yeah.
and it's like, that's kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
But like, what are the odds? But
So you ended up going down there and so I'm still working on one hunt. So I finished the one,
Right.
not Briar and Trinity. That's what I'm working on now. Their brother and sister, she was electrocuted. Man, I forget their name.
what do you call it? Stacy would know. I know too. I just got what do you call it?
Here it is. Connor and
Connor.
Annie. Annie and
And
Connor.
they got such easy names to remember.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's what. Those are like Texas names though, like old school names. You're like I'm
So-
in Michigan, and you're in Maryland.
Ready for another crazy wild story? You know how Briar, the video I'm working on now, you filmed,
Yep.
he has 1p36 deletion syndrome. Super rare. Today I messaged one of the families in the special needs community that I used to help out. Her daughter has 1p36 deletion. She's now on the board for that big organization. And I'm like, hey, I'm editing a video for a kid named Briar. His family's into hunting. She goes, oh, I know them. I've spoken to the mother. Great family. What? We're up here in Maryland. They're down in
That's
Texas.
crazy.
Yeah. It's just like, what a small world.
Kid. It was fun hunting with him. I was Lex kind of like filmed Trinity, and I was filming Briar, and we were in the blind, and we got lucky with his deer because his deer like almost instantly came out, and he smoked it, and he dropped it, which was cool. But then we went hog hunting too, and we're trying to sit there and be quiet because the hogs are coming in, and he's like, whirling around, dude. His dad's just holding on to him. And we almost spooked him off, but he ended up smoking a nice hog too. But it was fun hunting with Briar.
Yeah, that was cool. And it was really cool seeing the mechanism.
Yeah,
So Stacy talked about it.
right.
It's like a triple safety almost. The safety's got to be off, the gun's got to be pulled here, and then the button's got to be pressed as well.
Exactly.
Briar
Like he
can
presses,
smash it if he has
the
to.
button, but you gotta take your finger off like a different button or something.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool way to get more people involved in hunting.
Yeah. So you got any more plans to go down there and do something with Stacy?
Yeah, I like to go there every year. They got a great organization, and the work they do for those kids is great. And
Yeah.
it's also a great time. Like I had probably one of the best times there. And I went elk hunting moose hunting multiple times. I shot, big bucks, and I probably had a better time there than anywhere else. No offense to
Yes.
any other places I hunted. It's just like, it's just fun hunting with those kids because like you kill enough stuff, you kind of like it's fun for me. Trust me, I
Yeah.
love hunting. I love killing stuff. For the shot turkey, it was fun. Um, and I still get super nervous no matter what hunt it is. But like when you're hunting with like those kids, and it's
It's
just so much more pressure because you just you want them to get one so bad. Like you want to make their day or make their
like
trip.
taking a kid fishing. Like you don't want to not catch a fish. You're like, this
Right.
could be so boring. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then the one video was it Annie? She shot her deer and then just went playing in the woods.
I know. And
They're like,
Annie's like a stone cold killer.
yeah, I have
She
all
could
the
take out a hold and like herd a deer and then go like shopping after.
her what was it, her hog? She just dropped it right away from pretty
Right.
far away. Yeah,
I know. She was like she was nervous like shooting that hog because she wanted like a perfect shot on
yeah.
it. She didn't want to like wound it or nothing, and she took her time and it paid off and she smoked it. But
Oh yeah, I watched it.
she's
I
like
watched the whole thing. It was
she's like
crazy.
yeah, Annie's pretty cool. She's like a girly girl. She's like Starbucks and like girl stuff shopping and stuff. But then she's like slays hogs and deer. So
Goes out there and gets a little dirty and all.
yeah,
Man, that's what's up. So you got your Alaska moose back already. That's pretty quick.
yeah,
Is it?
they're pretty fast on that.
Did Cam get his back yet?
I don't think so.
Is Cam
I think
getting his
Cam's,
done?
yeah, he's getting his. I think he's getting his done, but what do you call it? I'm not sure. I think Cam takes it to like a guy who like he does good work from what I've seen, but I think he does like smaller stuff. Like this guy, and the place I take it to is like a bigger business. They pump out a lot.
They're quicker, yeah. This guy's going to be super slow with it.
Right.
Was
I
it hard
think
shipping it back?
Cam's what?
Was it hard shipping it back? So once we were in Alaska, you and Cam did the paperwork for the moose stuff, and I don't
Yeah,
know nothing.
we shipped it back. Basically, like some guy who like runs his business. He's like a shipper for like special like meat and all that. He picked it up, shipped it back, and then my dad picked it up, or I think it went to my house, or my dad. I don't know. I think we were in New Mexico at the time, but someone picked it up, and then basically mine got dropped off at my taxidermist after that, and then Cam's did with put his in the freezer, took his to wherever.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, and then my taxidermist is only like 30 minutes from my house, so he
Easy.
dropped it off when it was done.
Would it fit in the back of a pickup truck?
Yeah, he had in the back of the pickup truck with my Canadian moose from like last year, and then so he got done with both of them at the same time, and then what do you call it? He dropped them both off.
So I think I have pictures up here. Is this the Canadian moose?
Yep, that's one of them. That's the one that's right behind me. I shot that opening day of their gun season down there 2 years ago.
How far was that shot?
Was this one I shot? We were kind of doing like what they call is like push and bush, kind of like a deer drive, but for like moose. And he came out like a cow comes out running at like 40 yards, like one way, behind me. So I turn around, and then all of a sudden I hear a crash, and after that, and he comes out like 150 yards, like 150 yards, and I shoot him. I shot him a couple times because when they're in like the opening, man, you want to drop them because how we had to pack mine out. You don't want to you don't want to pack them out especially if they're on the bigger size, especially body, all that meat and stuff. But
All right,
We
so
were
look at
able
this
to
one.
get this one out whole.
You think this is a nice big moose? Yeah, Niko, you passed on it. So
I know that was hard to pass.
after how
Like
many
you ask,
days?
it's crazy. It's like you ask some people, they call you crazy, or you ask like some people, they say like, yeah, pass that all day, for Alaskan moose. But
But then look what you got,
right,
dude. That's a big moose.
definitely paid off this time. But I've been,
And Cam's, Cam's was big.
massive. Yeah.
That was a fun trip, man.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, so looking back, hold on, we got some comments going.
I can't see them, so read them off to me.
You can't see the comments. Turn your phone. You probably can.
Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay. Now I see them.
Stacy's got to go to a basketball game. Stacy, enjoy the basketball game. Cheer hard. I want whenever there's a free throw, I want you to heckle those kids. Teach them.
Your dad says Phil like Starbucks.
Yo, my dad will heckle me the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, Darius, we had my moose was tough to get out. Cam's wasn't so
baseball.
bad.
Yeah, Cam's was easy. Not well, I say easy. I didn't really care anything, so let me hold that up there. The location of it.
Location wasn't bad at Cam's. Mine was,
Yeah.
we got lucky because where he died wasn't in water, which was weird. Like the one dry spot he died in, but like everywhere around him was water. Right? He wasn't in water. He was like on the one piece of like actual dry ground.
Let me see. I gotta zoom into these pictures. They're kind of small on my end. So everything was all marsh. There's kind of what it looks like. Here we go. Did that pop up? So there's the moose.
I see it.
And we had to hike through a lot of swamp.
It wasn't far from like where we ended up getting the boat, but like we were getting stuck, trying to, with the like walking in was easy because we didn't have any weight on our back. So once you put that, a quarter on your back or whatever, we would sink in,
Add an extra 100 pounds.
I got absolutely soaked.
Yeah, I was wearing waders at that point.
Right, I put waders on, but the waders I brought were like leaking.
Yeah, you had like fish waders. Like fish, I brought my duck hunting waders.
Yeah,
dude, those things. How about not having gear? Do you think that was rigged? Grand Aviation fucked us.
Oh yeah, they did that on purpose.
I 100% think so.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I think they just weren't coming in until they had like a loaded plane.
Yeah, and then it just doesn't make sense. 3 people didn't show up, and we were still overweight.
I don't know. I think they just like.
Yeah. So we had no gear. Anyone who hasn't watched the video, I had one jacket.
Gear.
Yeah, I didn't have.
Like I had my gear for the most part. Cam had everything. Cam had everything.
Cam had everything. All right. You seen Dumb and Dumber when they're riding on the moped and he's like, "I'm freezing, man. You want a pair of gloves? I got an extra pair of gloves." He's like, "You mean to tell me you've had a pair of gloves this whole time?" Yes, exactly.
Cam had triples of everything.
Cam had extra shit and wouldn't share it.
Because I had a feeling that we were going to get screwed like that. Because once they were telling us we're overweight, so I was trying to like take out like all my extra stuff. Like I brought fishing stuff, spot and scope, anything extra I was putting in the one bag to leave behind. And then Cam's just there. He's like, guys, 20th pair of socks. He's like, I need these.
Yeah, I'm over here wringing my socks out, drying them off on the fire. And he's like, "Oh, these are starting to get crusty. I'm going to switch them out." That was a fun trip, though. Did you guys hunt it all this year back home?
Me?
Yeah, you and Cam. Did you guys do anything together?
No, Cam lives on like the west side of the state, so he lives like probably like 2.5 hours from me. So we don't really see each other unless we go on like a trip or I don't really. I used to hunt that side a little bit, but I haven't gone lately.
I'll get you down here for. I've never done a Sika deer, but I want to get you down here to hunt one, and I want to film it.
That'd be cool. I'd kill one of those. It's on my list.
I hear they bugle, they do a little elking screaming and all.
Yeah, I think like Meat Eater did an episode on them. That was pretty.
Yeah,
I watched that one. Pretty good.
All right, so I got some other pictures here. I want to ask you, Niko, what was your first initial thought when they were like, yeah, we just put the meat here like this and we're just going to sleep next to it?
Right. So I've never been to Alaska, and you like watch videos and you hear stuff, bears, wolves, all this stuff. It was crazy. There wasn't really bears at all, and there wasn't wolves or nothing besides that one moose we did find dead, killed by that grizzly bear.
I didn't see a bear.
But that was like a really far from where we were.
Mm-hmm. But not that far from where your moose kill was.
Yeah, it wasn't that far from where my moose kill was.
Close enough where it was a concern once it got dark.
Right.
Dude, it got dark fast and everything was scary.
I know.
It was
I slept so good that night.
You didn't even stay awake for the food.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even eat, man.
You went adrenaline dumped. Like,
yeah.
Well, the night.
I was just happy that that night I finally got dry somehow. And I was just happy I got dry in my tent and then
passed right out. So from my end, rewatching the footage over and over and over in the same 20-minute clip over and over to extract something out of it.
Right.
Dude, after that, your moose was like adrenaline. We just walked up the hill to find a tent.
Right.
Find a spot to camp. And it went from like, oh, let's see if we can find a spot up here to camp to like full blown chase this thing down. Yeah, until 10. So I have a cell phone video and I'm like, look, it's 11 o'clock in Alaska and it's still bright out. The days were so long.
Yeah, the days were long.
That's why they don't wake up early. Right. Yeah, because they can go till 11:30, 12 at night.
Right.
It's wild. You excited for Eric's this year?
Yeah, Eric's. It's kind of like I've done elk. I've been on archery. I've been on 2 archery elk hunts. One in Colorado, one in New Mexico. Last year, was a pretty tough, great opportunity for hunts. It was just tough. Shooting wise, luck wise, and kind of we put a lot of miles in, and it paid off. We've seen a lot of elk. I just messed up twice. Well, more like once, but I definitely messed that up, and I think about it all the time. It's probably the one every year. I have one hunt that just haunts me, and that's definitely It's definitely the hunt, the way the arrow hit the branch and just deflected up, and after in that day was just crazy, how many elk we seen there in that one spot. There's just so many things going on in your head,
Here's the picture afterwards when we got back to the thing. Looks so somber. Everyone's like, oh.
Right.
Dude, there were elk.
So cool though. That was even though we didn't get it done, it was still a pretty successful hunt. Just everything we've seen and got to experience is I don't know,
it was fun.
I'd maybe even trade that hunt for a rifle hunt where I kill one small thing, Just even a rifle hunt where I kill something big, sometimes I go rifle hunting and you kill something so fast or so easy. It's just, it's there's not much to process in your head or even go to
memory
in your head.
like the event and the whole, not vacation, but the whole experience is so short rather
Right.
than, hey, this could be a whole week event.
Well, that's
Dude,
another thing why I like filming it, because like having a hunt filmed, you can rewatch it, replay it,
Mhm.
and just like relive that moment like over and over. That's weird. I only watched probably like my film like probably like each film probably like once. I don't
Dude,
really like. I like watching it, but I don't really like watching myself. You know,
oh,
like
I
I like
know.
watching. I
Trying to
like
get you to
watching
talk on
hunting
camera
films,
so
but when
hard.
it's like me doing stuff, I'm like, why'd I do that, dude? I look gay there or something. You know?
Yeah, yeah, dude. Trying to get you to talk on camera is so tough too. Like,
Yeah. Sometimes.
yeah, like, all right, Niko, give me
Sometimes
some
on these,
audio.
dude. Sometimes on these hunts, I get so in my head on like the hunts where it's just like
Uh-huh.
it's hard for me to socialize.
Yeah, you're focused, dude. But
Yeah.
there's some funny audio that I didn't put in, but there's one where it's like, all right, Niko, give me some audio and tell me what you might do different next time. Oh, I'm bringing spotlights. It's
Yeah,
like,
we
no,
like
no,
to
no,
we
no,
like to
no.
mess around.
It's complete opposite of what I wanted you to say. You
Right.
either give me nothing or far extreme.
Right. I can't put like a lot of that type of stuff on YouTube just because people would take it serious.
Yeah, people take it serious, then come knocking on doors and all. It's
Right. Yeah,
not even worth it
we
nowadays.
definitely hunt ethically, but we like to mess around when it comes to jugs.
Oh, always. Like if it flies, it
Always.
dies. No, you don't shoot the seagulls. But if you can afford it, no.
Right.
If you can afford the fine, shoot them all. They should open a seagull season and a cormorant season.
Right. DNR
I think,
takes up serious like down here in Michigan. Like
oh,
one last year, these people the DNR came to my house because for a deer tag for like a deer, because like Michigan. So in Michigan, I guess they changed their rules last year where it's like they allow the e tags, but you have
oh,
to
bird.
you could do an e tag in Michigan now, which is good. I like the e tags. I use them at other places, but apparently like so they first allowed the e tags last year. But I think someone like didn't see my tag in the picture I posted on Facebook. So the
Oh,
deer yard came to my house, and they took my deer because it didn't have a physical tag on it, but it was e-tagged, which makes zero sense. It's like, how am I poaching if I check like use a tag, but it's like not on
so you
like
have to have both now?
yeah. So I guess you gotta have both, or just a physical
Or
tag,
just the physical?
which makes no sense. But you
Yeah, so
still gotta check the deer in. But I don't
that's
know.
so weird.
Michigan's kind of crazy. Like we got like a lot of like random different rules. Like and
Huh.
the dinner are kind of cool. It depends. Like anywhere, pretty much what happens. Like
Educate you first, and then
yeah.
the law's the
I don't
law.
know why they took my deer. It's not like I didn't claim the deer or nothing.
Oh, we got people from Argentina watching on Instagram. I can't. So Instagram comments don't pop up on. I use StreamYard for anyone listening. That
Just
goes
Facebook.
through. Yeah, on Instagram we got KU Hunting Argentina. He just started following me today on Instagram. Actually, they do bird hunting in Argentina.
Probably like what red stag too or something.
They probably do red stag. I've seen on their Instagram. It's a lot of birds. You want to do
Argentina's a
bird
place
hunting,
I
Mika?
want to hunt. I'm gonna get into bird hunting this year. It's just
Yeah.
like I guess I think like I'm not too educated on bird hunting, but I assume like from what I've seen so far and what my buddies do, that bird hunting's during like deer hunting and other hunting, right?
Yeah.
It would be like I go a lot of places, like where I went in Saskatchewan. I wasn't far from you, where
Yeah.
your birds.
Yeah.
It
So during
would be
even that
nice to
same
have
time of the year,
back to back hunt. That's the
even
last
if
thing
you
I need to
swing
do is
by.
find another way to spend money on hunting.
And more. Yeah, waterfowl's expensive one too. Waterfowl and big game, dude. They're your biggest right there. Then you
Right.
want to do what? Sheep too? Yeah. Keep spending it.
I want to get into sheep. Like I shot a aoudad this year, but that's like people call it like a poor man sheep.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, it's still a cool hunt and really cool animal, but like, you know, that's a couple thousand compared to like some of these sheep hunts are like 50,000.
All right, so back to what we started with. You know how I went to all those shows this year. I kept a lot of the literature. Here's one of them that I thought was interesting. This is, I'm not going to give him a shout out, but it's an outfit that does sheep hunts. You want, where's this expensive ones at?
Well, what kind is that? Tell me what kind it is and what kind of sheep, and I'll tell you the price if it's on there.
We got, it's in Alberta.
Okay, sheep, it's the Rocky Mountain sheep.
So we got sheep. You want a sheep, a wolf, a wolverine, a caribou.
85,000.
38. I'll sell it to you for 45.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, here's all the. I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Wait, for all of that, that's only 35?
Yeah.
Maybe send me their info.
It's a horseback hunt, 12 days. Here's one for sheep only is 36. That's in a 10-day one. But you can add a wolf, a wolverine, and a caribou. It says if taken, 10,000 in small print. I'll still send it to you. Yeah. Dude, I have so much literature. Where's my other books at? In the other room, I think. So I got, no, they're not. They're right here. I got to go sit in.
Man.
Dude, sheep hunting is crazy expensive. So I went to that, what is this? Western Hunting Expo and Conservation. It was very cool. Stephen Ranella was a speaker.
Cool. I wanted to go there bad. I was working. I was actually working in Kentucky when you were down there.
Oh, that was SCI, dude. That was that one's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
That one's next year.
SCI.
Next year
for sure.
Yeah, I never have gone to the auctions at SCI, so they're probably even on another level than this one.
Right, but I watched the videos. People bidding like 300,000.
I wrote it all down. Like, all right, so here we have the Oregon statewide deer tag. Hunt any Oregon state deer with any legal weapon of your choice during any of the 4 months of the season. That tag, 75,000.
Damn.
Dude, they got some great. And then some of them, there's some like Africa ones, 5,000.
Yeah, Africa could be expensive, but it could be dirt cheap. You know, some things in Africa. Like, I want to go to Africa this year. I think I'm going. I'm not sure yet, though. I got to work out the dates, make sure I could get time off work and all that. But Africa could get pretty expensive.
Yeah, if you want to bring it back, it can get crazy expensive. If you don't, it can, like, so there's some animals there that you can't solicit in America, but the prices for them are crazily different. If you want to go shoot, say, a lion,
right?
It might
be way
15,
cheaper than it used to be.
Unless you want to bring it home.
Right. The dentist shot one. That
the
one.
Dentist?
Yeah, you ever hear that story? So there's this dentist from the United States. He makes good money as a dentist. He has his own practice, and he shot a lion on a hunt, like a guided hunt. And it turns out that lion wandered off from a park, and like they had a name for it and everything.
Oh, fuck.
But he was still a wild lion, which makes zero sense. But people like started freaking out, and ever since then they stopped. Because of that incident, they stopped the ban of like bringing lions back to Michigan. Like, I think you could bring them back to Canada and like other places, but like the United States, you can't really. I don't think you could bring a lion back.
Yeah, it's like there's one area in Africa that you can export them from. Or I'm not a pro on it, but from going to these shows, I think I've learned that there's a certain section that you can still export from into America, but the hunts start at 75,000.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Because I know lions used to be like, 30,000 and above,
Dude, they're so, I didn't know how mean they were too. And territorial and everywhere.
Well, people don't understand, like, you could go kill these old lions, and what happens if you don't go kill that lion, what happens in the wild, which uneducated people don't know, is they're like, the younger lions of that group will go kill that old lion because they want him gone. They're going to rip his head off. What do you think, like a bullet to the lungs or the heart, or an arrow to the lungs or heart's, better than getting like chewed apart by your family?
And then not just that taking that bullet quicker also brings money to the area.
Protection.
Brings food to the area. Brings so much
money. There's no protection in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
So much of that money goes to, like, stop poaching and everything. Even here in, like, United States, if deer tags didn't cost money, then we'd have no deer. Because people would just go out and whack people would just go into other people's farm fields.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of rules. I like them. I don't always agree with them, but I like that there's a lot of conservation.
Right.
Who was that? What's going on?
Someone's trying to come in.
Say hello. I was expecting Eric to be in them comments. Eric's on next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go harass them a little bit.
Oh, definitely. So I'll pull up. Let's see.
We gotta do one, like, where it's like, can you do multiple people?
I can send it to him right now.
We gotta do one where it's like me, you, Eric, Noel,
all the 2023 Holy Hunt team.
Yeah, Stacy.
A Holy Hunt reunion.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
you're pretty much having all a Holy Hunt on.
I think I can do 20 people.
This guy have Noel on. That'd be a crazy episode.
Noel's not answering my messages. He just randomly messages me and he'll be like, "Morning, Phil. Enjoying my coffee." I'm like, "What's up, Noel? It's 4:30 here in Maryland." "Oh, yeah, it's 1 p.m. here in Alaska."
He tells me, just enjoying my morning. Just trying to enjoy my morning.
Yeah. My dad says talking about the village.
I don't know. Like, did you drink any of that coffee when you were in Alaska?
No, I didn't drink.
Know why? But that was like the best coffee I ever had.
It was probably drugged. No, I'm kidding. I remember
I think I was so tired that whole trip. I was just drinking coffee, like just anything, coffee.
And yeah,
like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's like you think on those trips you'd lose weight. Like even New Mexico, you'd think you'd lose weight. But I'm just like constantly eating on those trips, and it's not even from like. You're spending calories, but I think in my head it like kicks on that I'm like in the wild, so you like just like this not like it would ever be like this could be my last meal. It's never even that like close, but it's like maybe in my head like I kind of feel like just eat as much food as you can, store up body fuel.
We'd take them breaks on the elk hunt, eat so much snacks, dude. Yeah. Eric, what did you make? You made some wrap with bacon and Nutella and a wrap.
Yeah, like a tortilla, Nutella, bacon, dude.
Yeah. How about day one? Day one, we do.
We were up at that top of the mountain, and I had all my lunch gone. I'm starving. I had all my water and my lunch gone. It was like still the morning. And
day one, I didn't bring the lunch, my lunch.
Right.
Because you were like, "Hey, I got all the snacks here and on the counter." And I just saw bags of snacks on the counter. I was like, "Oh, you brought a bag of the snacks?" No, that was yours.
Day one was messed up, dude. You had like a 65-pound backpack, no lunch.
It was a big day. Messed my toe up.
And dude,
We climbed this.
Snuck in.
So we started down here and climbed up this. We came around this lake and climbed up that.
Right, this is already like pretty far into the hike, and we think we're at the hunting spot.
Oh yeah, and he's like, "No, we think they're at the top. We got to go up there and glass."
That's always hunting with Eric, dude. It's like you get to like a spot where we think there are, and if they're not there, it's like next ridge over, and then like I'm never going to like quit. Like Eric hunts with like a lot of old people, so he's like once he gets me, he loves
this is Eric.
Because, right. So Eric's in shape, but he hunts with a lot of older people. So once he finally gets me like to hunt with, he's like excited because like if we don't see elk here, we're going to the next ridge over, and we're going to the next ridge over, and we're keep going until like until we find them, and we always find them.
Dude, it was so much fun.
I've never hunted with them in this like, never like, every time I hunted with them, I've seen elk, and it's crazy. There's people who go to this unit that who go to this unit and think they could, you could definitely do it yourself. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people who go to this unit and don't even hear a bugle, or during gun season they won't even see an elk. They don't even see a fresh sign.
That's my first time in that unit, and judging by that hunt, I would put all my chips on. There's a ton of elk and super not easy, because nothing about that was easy. But to find them, I would have thought it would be easy because of how educated and well Eric knew the whole land. He was like, "No, they're not going to be here. We got to get 2 over, and we're all here."
Right.
And we would do it, and they'd be there.
Like we went to like one of like spots, like a spot I killed. We went to the spot I killed this bull at, and there's elk back there, but not many. There's probably like one herd back there. And we went that next day to that other spot, or probably that evening. We hunted that spot in the morning and busted those elk, remember? And then in the evening, the day I missed or deflected that arrow, what do you call it?
Yeah, we're sitting right there, right by the wallow hole, and you're looking at your phone on your Ornex, and you're like, "Hey, I think." Only way I know this is because I've listened to it 10 million times. Hey, I think we're close to the elk that I killed last year. It's right over there. And Eric's like, "Yeah, it's right over there, right there." And then you hear, and then he goes, "Yeah, he's on his fucking bed, baby." Well, I had to bleep it out. "He's on his bed, baby. Let's go. We're gonna kill him. Let's get him."
Right.
Yeah, and that like, dude, he knows that land.
Oh yeah,
which is
wow. He's lived there his whole life, and I mean, trust me, like I love hunting with Eric. Like, it's not a bad price compared to like other outfitters. Like his price is great compared to other outfitters. Is elk hunting like expensive? For sure. Like no matter which way you go about it, but like for his price, for anyone like watching, like if you're like not a resident or you're not like living by there to like rent, and if you don't own these things, like if you don't rent, like own a side by side, and you could definitely do an elk hunt like on foot, sleeping out of the tent the whole time, and you could do it pretty cheap. Don't get me wrong. Is that always like for this unit? It's not. Doing that on foot, sleeping on a tent. It's not the best for this unit. I mean, because there's not like, I don't know. This unit's really not crazy dense with elk. Like you can't, like some places in Colorado, there'd be elk all throughout this area. You could stumble into them, but like this unit, there is a lot of elk, but they're all, you gotta know the spot, and they move a lot. Like this.
Dude, they move quick. How about the one day when they won, when you guys you ran ahead, took the GoPro.
Right.
And how quick they just went up and over that ridge.
Right.
That's.
I mean, there's probably like, I don't know, at least 20 elk in there, maybe more, and they were gone in seconds. And they could be a couple miles over the next day, or they could be back in that same spot. But like we were hunting where I killed my bull. We were hunting that area, but there's only that one herd back there. But all the rest of the herds that should have been back there all went to that different spot, across, the highway that we were hunting.
Oh, in the
So,
morning or the low, yeah.
and then how we met that one guy? We met this one guy in the quad back there. And he was out there for like a whole week and didn't see one elk.
See one elk, and we're every day seeing shit.
Right. And he was in a good spot. He was in a spot Eric probably wanted to maybe hit. Or I think we were like talking about hitting this spot until we ran into him. And then it's like, they could be there, but you gotta be really mobile in that area. So what I was kind of getting at is by the time you rent an Airbnb or hotel, I mean you could definitely do wall tents on land, but by the time you do like an Airbnb, you rent like a side by side, unless you own one, but not many people do. And you do all that stuff. You're just better off paying someone who knows the land and who's on the elk, and rather go to like a local business.
Yeah, to spend, even if you spend, it wouldn't even be twice as much, dude. Airbnbs are expensive now.
Airbnbs are expensive. Like
unless Airbnb you got a week group, alone. Yeah, Airbnb a week alone.
There isn't going to be a huge group, because people don't draw tags like that.
Yeah.
2 people at the most, pretty much. I mean, you could put in, I think, for more, but it's hard.
Yeah, and then food. Yeah, dude, it's just so.
And you don't want to be cooking. You don't want to be cooking your own meals at the end of what would we hike like 14 miles that first day?
Yeah, we came back dead. We were like, no, we don't. Dude, we thought about sleeping out there. We were like, we could just build a shelter and stay here.
We were back there, wherever, deep back there, and like we were chasing after this monster bull. It would never sit still. I drew back on it once at 40 yards. If he would have sat still, I would have smoked him. It was just a pretty clear shot to him. I draw back, and he's just running, messing with his cows, going crazy. But Eric's like, kind of almost had me by the back of my shirt. He's like, let's go this way.
Let's run.
Go this way. And we're like running, full on running. And there's so many elk back there. They weren't like, making noise and stuff. They didn't hear us, but we were just running and stuff. Gotta get in front of this bull before he wins us. The monster bull. And we were close. But by the time we were done with that, dude, I was so tired, especially being the first day, dude. I was out of food, out of water. I would have been happy just like you guys. I told you guys, just cover me in moss.
Cover me in moss.
That moss back there. And I would have just slept back there. I wouldn't have cared.
Dude, if we would have had our tents, though, it would have been nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could have stayed there all night. Just chase that.
I think Eric does have he got a horse, so we might do some stuff like that. Bring the horse loaded up with the gear and spend the night out there. I like spending the night out there. I like waking up out of a tent and stuff like that. Like that was fun in Alaska, like our little camp we had set up.
Dude, that was so much fun.
Yeah,
so much.
That Alaska wasn't even hunting. It was like it was hunting. It was also like camping. It was also like adventures and just like learning culture. It was like the culture is so different out there. I thought like I almost went to like a different different country.
Yeah. So here's a picture. We were at the culture week. So these are 3 of the teachers. They're all sisters at the school. They're all sisters, and they teach at the school. They're not sisters. It's not a Catholic school. And they do a thing that's called Culture Week. So here's what was it, like 15 kids, 20 kids or so?
Yeah, about 15, like 20 kids, and they're just out there, like, learning, like, what their ancestors did, like, hunt, can't, like, sleep under the stars, make fires, fish. It's pretty cool what they teach them, and I mean, those kids know a lot about, being outdoors.
Yeah, they're very, when people ask what was it like, meeting people from Alaska and natives, they're very educated on things we are not educated on.
Yeah. And
So
the thing is, like, you've seen their guns and their gear. Like,
mm,
they probably have, like, I don't know, probably, like, nothing compared to, like, what a lot of people, from the,
yeah,
like, from our places will bring. Like, we got all this camo that we don't need. We got all this, backpacks, range finders, stuff like this. These people just go out there with a rifle and, some warm clothes, and they go kill giant moose. They don't need all that, and they don't really care for all that.
yeah, and
And
it was
they're going out there for their food for the year. They don't got no beef farms or cow farms and chickens. Like that. Like their grocery store. Could you even get meat there? I don't think
no,
I've seen any
dude, the
meat
grocery
like
store
that.
was like a Reese's cup for $10.
Right. It's their
So
grocery store. There's almost like a 7-Eleven.
here's a picture of where they keep their meat. So this is like their
Not full time. I think they just like
yeah,
keep it there to
like the storage, like the way we just brought it back. Here's our what do you call it? Like a dock house,
right.
dock houses.
Pretty
So
much.
they bring it, store it.
They hang it from they hang it from their baby like carriage thing inside
Cut it
their
up
house.
in the living room.
The whole family cut it up in the living room.
But dude, riding around like this was like euphoric. So much fun.
Yeah. Like
It was.
like you kind of get like people get addicted to like swiping their phone up and down like that. Like I like getting addicted to like riding the
Left
river
and
because we hit all these different bends, and you never know what you see at the next bend.
Yeah, so this was all we would ride these, follow it and up and up, and
down,
around and up and up,
trying to catch moose,
trying to catch them.
catch them.
And you'd come around. There was one time we'd come around a turn and Niko's up on the front, and the moose was running in the water next to the boat.
Right.
So crazy.
That was crazy. I thought he was going to jump in the boat. That would have been cool.
Dude, and it was small and it was huge.
Yeah.
If that makes no sense.
It was like probably like a 1.5 year old, the size of a horse.
Oh look, my old hockey coach is on. His name's Will Fannin. So it's kind of weird. He's going the transition thing where he used to be a man and now he's going to be a woman.
Actually.
Nah, boob. I was like fucking with him. Dude, all right. So he coached us in hockey until I was like maybe 16. So like from 10 to 16. He would beat the shit out of us. And the stuff that would do now would never fly. Would never fly. Yeah. No. Like, dude, it was so much fun. We would locker box, like lock the door, two kids, all right, put your helmets and gloves on, fight it out. Yeah. My dad
in trouble, man.
He would tell this one kid, stop. Not now, dude. It's been like 15 years. You can't get in trouble. He'd tell this one kid, quit crying like a little bitch. Like, yeah, right? He grabbed him by the pussy. No, dude, but Will, so when Will was coaching me, his wife at the time was pregnant, and then he just had his daughters. Now he's got, I think they're 15, 16, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is mind-blowing. I played hockey last year. It was tough.
I feel like you always feel like you're a kid when you're not.
Dude, I still feel like 14. Damn, it's been that long.
I still feel like a kid too. I'm
100%.
I think I'm only 23. Yeah, I'm 23.
You're 23.
Yeah, I don't even know my age sometimes. I don't even keep up with that.
Yeah, dude, I'm 30. So a funny story. I never thought of this. Didn't know you can't go on public school property when school's in session and work your dog in a field.
No.
Can't do that here. Didn't think of it being a weird thing. Totally makes sense because I'm an adult dog. I didn't think of that. I was like, oh, it's cold out. No one's outside. Here's a huge field. Let me run my dog.
Yeah, but America's not the same as it used to be, with all the sick stuff that goes on and all the shootings and
All our schools have resource officers now.
some of the stuff's like definitely justified why we had to change America, and then like some of the stuff they're just babies about. But you gotta be careful, but it's like you also, this is the land of the free. You have to be free.
And no furries. Coach Will used to be a furry in hockey. He used to Dude, we used to play paintball. He used to play paintball.
Film that video.
The furries furry hunting. Gotta go play in my transition. He's gotta leave, dude. It's probably that time of the month for him again. Now he refs hockey. Invite me to a live weekend and we can watch and talk about true hunting story from Alaska. An Alaska native. Oh, we got an Alaska native here on the. I can't share your comment because it's on Instagram. The program I use just doesn't do that. It's Jason. Looks like 2 or 3 underscores Tyler.
No, I'm not sure.
Pin comment. I'll pin the comment. I'm gonna screenshot it so I can save it and find you later. I screenshotted it, so I'll find you later and reach out.
Ever since going to Alaska, like all the natives like hit me up on Facebook.
Dude, I got so many
natives from every village, from like villages that aren't even close to where we were.
I had one person. Did you see some of the comments on the video?
No.
So one guy was like, "Don't even come to Alaska if you don't take the meat with you," because someone was like, "Awesome video. I've been thinking about doing a DIY hunt or going with an outfit, but I don't want to take the meat. Could I donate it to a village?" This dude commented, tagged him, and he goes, "Don't even come if you don't take the meat." I thought it was so funny.
That meat is great there, but it's also like a pain to get it all the way back there without it going bad. Like I wouldn't even want to risk it going bad, wasting a bull's life like that.
No,
but
maybe package a look.
Especially like I don't think people understand like these villages and stuff. They don't got I don't think they got ice machines and stuff like that, and there's
nothing.
coolers and stuff like that. And you gotta trust. The main thing is you gotta trust that plane to get it there. Like the planes, the air services out there aren't the best. It took them like 3 or 4 days just to get you your bag. Just came along with us,
dude. And then how about they dropped the bag on the runway and just left it there?
Yeah,
and it had my gun in
it. Full of all your gear, expensive.
My handgun.
Yeah, expensive stuff. A handgun is left in nowhere.
Here's the runway. I'll pull up a picture for everybody. Oh wait, crap. There we go.
Yeah, I thought we were going to die in the runway.
Here's a picture. Here's the runway.
Dude, some of the potholes are like a couple feet deep.
They were deep enough that you wouldn't want to walk in even with boots on.
Yeah.
And here's the plane. It was just the 4 of us. Pilot, Cam, Niko, and myself.
Yep.
Dude, it was wild.
Yeah, it was wild.
I'm going back to Alaska this summer.
Right. With the film that one guy.
Yeah, June 22nd to the July 7th.
I don't really understand. They just do like sightseeing there?
More fishing. So
okay.
It's like it's like high-end yacht tour cruise. Right. So how they do these cruises in Alaska where it's like, yeah, come on this boat. There'll be like 1,000 people, 500 people. You can fish, you can photo, you can hike around.
Yeah.
Same concept. Just 4 to 6 people.
Yeah, I'm not going on a boat or to Alaska without fishing or hunting the whole time.
Yeah. So they do that. I don't even know the types of fish. Here, I'll pull up his website right now, actually.
If it's in like the ocean, it's probably like
Arctic.
What do they catch? Is that halibut or cod they get? Those big like flat ones. They're like white and flat. I think it's cod.
Yeah, dude, these things. Hold on, fishing.
They got sand in
Um,
it. I think those are rockfish or maybe. I'm not good with ocean, Alaskan ocean stuff.
I know what you're talking about because I've seen the picture of it.
Go to fishing, the
Man.
fishing link. Did you click that one?
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Oh. I know. I think it's halibut.
Over there on their Facebook. There it is. Oh, it's not sharing anymore. Share this tab instead. This guy.
Yeah. What was they called?
I don't know.
You need like a Jamie. Like a
Yeah, dude. I would love. I keep trying to stop sharing. Trying to get like a local high school kid or something to help me out. Be like, hey, pull that up, because I have all my tabs open here of things that I. So for anyone watching that wants to know how I kind of do this, I prep by creating some notes and putting them here on the screen so I can read them. Creating some notes and writing them right here so I can jog my memory when I'm looking around at stuff. And then on this screen over here, I open a bunch of tabs of things that we could potentially talk about. So when I hit share, I can click one of them and it'll share it right away.
Right.
And then the things we talk about are never one of the things that I have over there. It happens every week. Yeah. But it's fun. It's tough. But it's starting to pay off, starting to getting some traction. I mean, dude, your Alaska moose video alone went wild.
Oh yeah, I knew that video ever since that trip, like when we went on that trip, I knew that was going to be a great video. Just like everything that happened there. Like I don't even think, like I couldn't even plan that. Like what happened, like what we seen and went through, and like just how it played out. I couldn't even like before that trip. I couldn't even ask for what we seen and did.
It was wild.
It was a great trip.
Dude, I've been thinking about re-editing it, not from a different point of view, but kind of re-editing it with the stuff that's not in there, because there's so much.
I think we should, like, if we like, what if we did like split up into like maybe four like parts, 4 or 5 parts, and me and you just did a podcast over it the whole time, and just everything.
Did you listen to David Goggins's?
Yeah, just like Goggins. That's where I got it from.
You told me, and then I listened to it on my drive to Nashville.
Because I like how Goggins does it, because he writes his story out. But if you're just reading that book, dude, you're missing so much, because you listen to his podcast like in between like each chapter, dude. He's giving you like, it's hard to write, like show you something with, especially I don't do a lot of talking, there. So I think it would fill in a lot better, like what's going on in my head. I could tell you guys like what's going on in my head and like what's going on behind the scenes, like sometimes the camera doesn't capture everything. You capture a lot of stuff for a camera guy, but it doesn't capture everything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't also capture like what you're thinking on like the inside. Like you're probably like, we could probably like show a clip of like you, or show a clip of Cam like, changing out his socks, and you're probably like, I'll kill this kid.
This motherfucker. Dude, and then so the one clip that I'm really thinking about, I thought it was a tick. Ticks are already bad here. Are you getting a lot of them up there?
I went turkey hunting and I didn't see any ticks. Like
I got 5 off of me on one turkey hunt.
It was cold. I think it's been cold here. Like I think last week it was cold a little bit in the morning, so I think it's still decent.
We got no cold at all. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say before the tick tricked me.
How far are you from Washington, D.C.?
I'm like an hour and a half north.
I got you.
You know where Baltimore is?
Honestly, not really. Like,
You ever heard of
honestly,
the Key Bridge?
before, but
I'm
like
right near
now I
there,
do.
right next to
But
it.
right, but before I met you, dude, like I've never even like thought about Maryland or Baltimore or why, like where that would even be. Like I feel like
Really?
a lot of people think Washington D.C. is actually in Washington
Washington State, up the top
State.
left.
Yeah,
Huh. No, it's right there in the Potomac, pretty
like I
much.
didn't even think like Maryland existed.
Really?
Like I knew about Maryland. Don't
Where
get
do
me
you think
wrong.
Old Bay comes
Yeah.
from in your crabs? No, or Louisiana.
Right.
Your rockfish. We got a lot of rockfish in the bay. Dude, Maryland used to be the #1 duck hunting place. And then they had those punt guns and they would shoot all the birds on the flats. You got to come this season and duck hunt down here.
Yeah. That'd be
My dad
cool.
says put Oakley on. Dad, he's sleeping. I'm just going to let him sleep.
Is like Sitka deer during duck season?
I have no idea. Probably. But
Probably.
so duck season, I think this year is running 3 splits. I have it on my big calendar. I got one of them real big calendars.
But when you duck hunt, like, do you do that in farm fields? Do you do it in lakes or rivers or
Marsh waters.
and you just call them in?
Yeah. Oh, John says it's close. Sitka deer and deer season and duck season are close. I figured they're around. So our duck goes until January 30th, 31st, whatever the last day is. But it's like December 15th until the end of January. And then there's 2 splits prior to that.
What kind of duck call do you use?
What kind of duck calls?
Yeah, like Brian.
I like Bloody Bills. Bloody Bills duck call. Shout out. They're from North Carolina. Good group of guys. Met them up in Saskatchewan. I like them just because, they give me some good calls.
Yeah.
Oh, so John says it overlaps. So it would be kind of cool to do a Sitka hunt and a duck hunt at the same time.
Right.
That would be pretty neat. Next step outdoors. What's up?
What time of the day do you duck hunt? Does it matter?
So you can shoot 30 minutes before sunrise, and then sunset is when it's over. But I think you can only shoot geese a certain time of the year until noon, kind of like turkey. But
I got you. Actually,
during the day, it's all like weather dependent with the birds. Turkey is only from noon.
I don't think that's like. I mean, I shot my turkey way before noon, but I don't think that's like that in Michigan.
You better check.
Right?
You're like, I don't care. I just kill my shit before noon anyway.
Right.
I got to be home by 10. I don't care.
Turkey hunting in Michigan is kind of like stupid easy, so it doesn't really depend. Like it kind of depends on where you go. Like I never public land turkey hunt in Michigan.
It's all private. Can you bait? Do you bait for turkeys?
There's a lot of public land in Michigan, but I've just never gone because I've always had access to private. But
do you bait for turkeys? Put corn or no?
No, that's really illegal.
Are turkeys federal or non-federal?
I don't know.
So waterfowl is.
I don't think turkeys are because they don't fly across like
migrate.
Yeah.
That was our take. They didn't migrate. We had a big talk about this last week, not on the podcast, but with just some other people.
Because like
one of the guys
ducks and stuff will go to Canada and back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like crossing, country borders. Like I don't deer and turkey, they cross state borders, but that's not like I don't think that's a big deal.
Yes, I don't think that deer's not federal. Turkeys, I would not think is federal.
No, they don't fly like
definitely
that.
Federal. What else would be federal? Would elk be federal because they migrate? No.
No, I think it's just stuff that could fly. Like even though like elk probably do cross, elk and moose probably do come into and deer come from like North Dakota and I think Saskatchewan's right there. Or
yeah, but that's not like what are they doing? 200 miles just because the border's there.
Right.
Yeah, birds can. A snow goose can do like 1,000 miles in one trip.
I think they just make it federal because like a duck could have like I don't know how ducks work, but they could probably have like a disease and and fly all the way to like somewhere deep into Canada or vice versa. But I don't make the rules.
I just follow them, right?
Yeah.
Dude, so how was filming? You filmed, was that kind of like your first filming hunt and season this year? Doing them
Like
yourself?
I filmed other hunts before. Like I filmed myself hunting like last year and the year before. I actually do got a lot of film that's like unedited from years.
Did
But
you?
yeah, I got a couple things. Like I got a deer kill on video, moose on video. Um I meant to get that elk on film, but it would have been wicked film, but I never the guy like I went with a guy in like I was going to film him, he was going to film me a little
Yeah.
bit. And the day I shot my elk, he kind of got sick, so he didn't come along that day. But other than that, like I've got some good film, but yeah, I like filming. I
Yeah.
like being filmed, and I like filming. I mean, I almost like filming better than being filmed. I honestly don't like being filmed. I
No.
feel like I
You don't like being on the camera, rewatching it, and
yeah,
yeah.
like I don't like I don't really film for me, I kind of film just because like one of like kind of like the whole reason I started Holy Hunts was just because if I could get like one Bible verse out there to someone who might not like even like I don't even I'm not a preacher or nothing, and I'm not like educated like that or whatever. I didn't go to Bible school or nothing, but if I could get one person who might like, be into hunting but not ever like been to church or even know of like stuff like this to read that verse or see something like that and change their way of thinking or give their life to Jesus, and it's worth it for me. But like I film for that reason, and then I just film because it's like good to show people like these. I think like a lot of people could learn a lot from just watching other people do this stuff and go on these adventures. Like I
So
like like Steve Ranella, he films all his stuff, right? You would say
mhm.
he's pretty educated in hunting and going places and stuff like that. Like our Alaskan trip, dude. Like before that trip, all that like from the research I've done was nothing like what I've
No.
ever like seen or done. And then we go on that trip, and now there's like all that knowledge out there for other people to kind of see. Like we kind of went out there on like a tip and a tip and a lead. Like we had nothing like in concrete or you know, and we just kind of learned as we went. And now people could kind of
Dude, it
see,
was
hey, I want to go on this trip. I want to kind of, I want to go on a trip, but I don't know everything about it. Still go. If you don't know anything about it, or you
yeah,
can't find stuff about it, or you don't want to pay for guides and stuff, just go there and do it.
figured out.
And you probably won't kill something the first time, but eventually you'll get the hang of it.
Mm-hmm. You'll need to kill something to go have fun. I mean, people go to vacation and do nothing.
Right, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. The worst thing is you wasted a week. They probably was sat on the couch, scrolling on your
Yeah,
phone or watching mindless TV.
we're working.
So that's a good part about filming. Like you could get, kind of prepped for stuff, even though you're never going to fully like be prepped for something, but it helps you. Like I've learned pretty much 50% of my hunting from films. Other people, like I watch Hush and Hunt in Public, stuff like that. Like Randy Newberg, I think his is called like Fresh Tracks, and what do you call it? I learned about draws. Like I'm from Michigan, you're from Maryland.
We
Have
don't
you
have
like
draws here.
do you know anything about out west draws and odds and
No,
stuff like that? No,
no.
me
Other
either. And
than
before
internet.
I got into this, like I had no idea, how this stuff works, and some of the stuff is honestly complicated. Like you gotta have this tag, and you gotta have this you
Points.
gotta do
Yeah.
this. And it's only this time, and if you don't get in, or if you don't buy a point this year, you're going to lose all the points you have, or you have to get drawn for something to even get in the draw for something else. It's complicated. So
Have you messed around or tried anything with what's it called? Go Hunt?
yeah, I use GoHunt all the time. So
Are
that's
they
the
good?
number one thing. Like I pay, I think it's, I don't remember how much. You pay like a yearly subscription, and it shows you all the odds, and it shows you the seasons, like when to draw. It's probably like the best app if like you're trying to get into out west hunting.
Yeah.
But
And it's a map too, like Onyx?
it's not. I think they do have a feature like that. I don't really use it like that. I use like Onyx for my maps, but I think they do have a map with stuff like that. But I mainly use it for like drawing odds. Like every year, I will like take account of like all my points, and then like what I want to go after, my seasons, and then kind of plan. Like I try to put in for as many draws as I can based on like seasons and my draw odds with the points and stuff like that. And then I, try to get lucky drawing.
Is going with a guide guaranteed 90% of the time?
What do you mean?
Depending what unit you're in. So if someone wants to go after an animal, do they have to, put in? You're not going to draw in New Mexico with Eric, but you're still going to go. How are you able to do that?
Okay, so like New Mexico, what it works is there's a resident for the draw. There's a resident pool, a non-resident pool, and a guided pool. Residents, I think, kind of get screwed. They get like the least amount of tags, and then it goes non-residents. Or I don't know if it's least amount of tags or like the worst odds because there's a lot of people putting in for residents. Then it goes non-residents, and then goes guided. Guided's your best pool to put in for the draw. So I think where I go, like my hunt, it's about like a five. I want to say it's like a 1 or 2% chance non-resident to draw, and then like maybe a 5% non-resident, and then like a 20% resident or 20% guided in the guided pool to draw it. And then, but if you don't draw, what they're like a lot of these outfits, they have connections with landowners. So
Buy
there's a
the
thing called the landowner tag, where like it's kind of like a crop deprivation tag almost. Like if you own a certain amount of deeded land in New Mexico, they give you these tags, and some of it's for private only, but some are called unit-wide tags, where you could hunt that whole unit, private or public. Private if you have access to the private, but all the public. So that's what I did. I didn't draw this year, so I'm buying. Eric has a landowner tag that he reserved for me that I'm buying off of him.
Very
And
cool.
I think if anyone's watching this, he still has like maybe one or a couple for sale. And he gets, he'd probably give you a really good price if you do like the whole guided type of deal with him.
Definitely do it. He'll be on next week too for anyone who, is questioning it. Listen next week, check him out. Watch the video. You'll hear him. He's a good guide. He knows his stuff.
Very good guide. Very good guide. Knows his land. You work with pretty much anyone,
Yeah, you could be
that, like,
fat and out of shape and not able to walk.
Right.
And want to kill an elk.
Still a rifle hunt if you're in that type of situation.
Yeah, if you're 350 and just started out hunting, don't do an elk hunt. But if you want to, Eric's your guy. He'll be like, "What the fuck, guys?" No, but he could really.
Eric's the type of guy to put you on his back and carry you up.
He would carry you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I've been with many outfitters. Eric's a really good outfitter. I've been some really good outfitters in Canada, like Canadian outfitting company I've been with. They're pretty good. I've done a lot of like outfitted hunts and do-it-yourself hunts, kind of like leased land, public land, kind of done it all. So it's like you tend to rack up really good outfits, and I've been on a few really crappy outfits. But it seems like deer hunting has like a lot of crappy outfitters out there compared to
It's
like I don't know. I've never had a big game like a bad big game outfitter before. But I don't know if I've just been getting lucky. But I feel like a lot of deer outfitting and stuff like that, they pump out numbers compared to like big game.
getting to show the trail cam pictures and it like kind of just looks nice.
Yeah, I've been to
What's
a
up,
place in
Face?
Ohio that charges like top dollar, and there's like 20 guys in our camp, and not one person shot a buck. Not one
Dude, I've
person.
heard about people going to camps and
But apparently
they'll
there's
say,
another camp, like a better camp. There's two camps, and all the newcomers go to this camp, and all the other people he knows or like been coming there for years go to the other camp. And apparently the other camp did pretty good. And I understand weather and stuff like that, but like you got 20 guys out there, someone has to
the
kill one.
odds 1, 2.
Or one opportunity. No one even flung arrow that week. It was kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. So you lease land too? Do you like manage property or just lease it and like have access and go out and hunt on it?
I have leased land. I never really manage it. Like I kind of get screwed from this guy. Like he always like sells it. Like if he like, so I leased land from him like 2 years ago, and he's seen like I left a trail camera up there, and because it's so far away from me, and he's seen like a big buck on it, and apparently that property got sold like that year, but it didn't because like he still like I drove by and he was hunting it, and but then I leased land the year after, and then like it's just like they don't do long-term leases, it's like year stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'm gonna lease land there this year. But I'll probably try some different like a different state this year. But I've leased land. I don't really do much to the land,
Just
besides
as
like
is.
yeah, like you could leave corn up and stuff, and that works pretty well. Like leave crop up. Maybe like leave an acre of crop. I don't plant like
There's these
food plots.
groups, local. That's a Maryland and Virginia group where it's I don't know how much. I'm going to make it all up right now. $5,000 for the year, and you get access to 10 different properties. Each one is between 800 acres and 3,000 acres.
Yeah, like a hunting club.
Yeah, something similar to that, but like kind of you're on your own.
We got a lot of hunting clubs, and there are a lot of those around here. And like I see them, like I lived in Florida for a winter, and there's a bunch down there.
Yeah,
in Georgia, stuff like that.
it seems like it's got. Seems like that's kind of like not the way to go, but kind of the way to go.
Yeah.
To get access. It doesn't seem that expensive. What state is Niko from? Niko's up. Jace, Niko's up by you. Jace is in Wisconsin. You're in Michigan.
Okay.
So
Jace got some big bucks. I think you guys got like the most Boone and Crockett's every year. And I haven't hunted Wisconsin yet, so hit me up if you got any good.
Jace will film you. Oh, he's in Minnesota. I was fucking wrong.
Minnesota sucks for hunting. I heard. Chase, I won't be hitting you up.
We're not coming to hunt with you. Chase hunts a lot, and he films. He does really good film work too.
I haven't killed like a lot of big bucks. Like I've killed some over 140, but I haven't killed a lot of big bucks. But I feel like I'm so kind of like more into. I like deer hunting. Don't get me wrong. I love deer hunting, but I'm also like into big game hunting. Once you go on like a big game hunt, it kind of ruins deer hunting. Unless you're like one of those scent lock, like 30 feet up in the tree, like, right wind type of deer hunting freaks, like if you go on a big game hunt, it's gonna ruin it for you.
Dude, that elk hunt the moose hunt was fun, but it wasn't like you said, it was more of an experience, not a moose hunt.
Right. The elk hunt was
It
just
was so much fun. But that elk hunt, dude, that was fun.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
I just have so many like just little flashbacks from that hunt. It's almost like they're happy flashbacks, but they're almost like night terrors.
Yeah, and then I relived it all again, putting fucking 80 hours into it or so.
I know.
Watching everything.
I feel bad for you. You gotta rewatch all that and then over and over and over.
So it's like all the guy like Cam. I don't talk to Cam as much as I talk to you. Still feel like I know him like a brother. Noel, know him like a brother. Eric, know him like a brother.
Right.
Just because I watch everybody and hear them talk, I'll spend all day with you guys and you don't even know I'm with you. But I'm not. I'm just editing in my head, pulling out your the personality or a joke that you're saying or something.
Right.
Kind of, I'm not connecting with you guys, but,
Yeah, it's almost like we're there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it definitely, video editors definitely know what I'm saying when it's, you spend a week editing a video with a guy that you only met for 3 hours, 4 hours, and then you meet him again. You feel like you know him.
Right. Like before, I don't know, before that video, we only talked maybe a few times before Alaska. We met once on accident, like off pure coincidence. Because I was looking for film guys. I'm on this website. I called like 20 people so far. I finally get the Phil. They had you at the bottom.
I was at the bottom. Jace, you didn't answer. You could have been in Alaska. Jace is out. Phil, he said he's commenting on Instagram. He's editing episode 8 right now of Jake. Jace is editing episode 8 of Jake Breaks Hollow as we speak. Gotcha. He does their film and edits. Gotcha. He's good. Yeah, man, but I'm lucky. No one else answered.
Right. Well, I talked to some people, and it's like, I mean, we aligned for sure, like dates and availability, but I liked you, of course, the best. And then it's like, we only met that one time, and we talked maybe a few times over the phone. Then after Alaska, it's like I knew you like your whole life.
Yeah.
It's almost like we went to work together.
Dude, pretty much. Pretty much. So that's the thing.
Alaska.
Bro. We ate Spam and crackers together like war
crackers. One night, I don't think we put this in the video, but like one night we woke up and like 6 inches of water in our tent.
We were so pissed. I don't even think we filmed. I think it was, dude. We only had 6 inches of water in the tent because we had a tent that the tents didn't get sent here.
Right.
Like they didn't make it on the first trip, so you had to buy a little. It was pretty much a beach tent for like a kid at the beach.
Coleman pop-up tent, yeah.
Yeah.
It
was a great concept. Good concept
if it worked.
Not for Alaska in the bush. Yeah. It's not there.
The only thing I regret is like the day after Cam shot his, like
going out to hunt.
Yeah, going out to hunt. I wanted to go out so bad because like Cam got his bull, and I'm like, this guy. He
won the coin toss.
This guy won a coin toss. He didn't even know about the hunt or plan the hunt. He just pops up because pops up and goes on the hunt, kills a monster bull, and I'm just sitting there with like, I pretty much packed out
it all out.
Me and Darius and his brother pretty much packed out the whole moose. I mean, you were filming and you even packed out probably more than Cam. We love you, Cam, but you know.
Oh, he'll know it. He'll call himself out on it. Yeah.
He was happy. He was just enjoying the moment a little too much. And then the next day, I wake up, it's pouring rain, and my back's killing me from packing out that moose. And then I'm like, "No, let's go out, guys. Let's go
Pouring
out."
down rain.
Everyone but Phil's like, "Nah, like we should just chill."
I'm
I'm like, "No, let's get out here, guys."
And I have no gear. I still have.
You had like a garbage bag.
Yeah, I'm wearing a poncho, garbage bag, and like one puffy jacket.
And
That's it.
we went out for like an hour, and we're like, "Yeah, well, let's go." Noel got the boat stuck. We're just getting poured on. Remember Noel in that little lake got the boat stuck, and we're getting
Hold on,
poured
I'm
on.
gonna find it. Here it is. Let's see. Share screen. Moose hunt. All right.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't really raining that bad in the morning. Like it just started drizzling a little bit, and then like as soon as we got out there, it just calming down.
Dude, it's raining.
Yeah.
Look, and then it's about to turn to me. And then look, here's me. I got one bag, but I'm making it. And then we go out. Look, it's raining, and we get stuck.
Yeah. So that whole trip, like if anyone doesn't know, like we had like a prop motor, not even a jet boat, dude.
Look at your
And
face.
we only had one extra prop, and we hit so many logs, but apparently like what do you say that one prop was?
Aluminum?
He had two different props. One that was like for like hidden stuff, and one for
I think
like
one was going to break easily, and one wouldn't break easily. And the one that breaks easily, you put on.
Right.
And they would just run that shit through everything.
Logs,
dude,
rocks.
The amount of stuff we hit. If we did that here, you'd have to buy a whole new motor, not just a prop. We took that thing and beat the shit out.
I don't know wherever they get their stuff from, but that's their motors and props are built different.
Oh, they're close to Russia, man. Maybe they're Russian built.
Right.
I had a guy reach out to me from Russia on Instagram.
For a hunt?
Yeah, because he runs an outfit there, and they can't market anything here right now.
Right. Now I want to go to it's called like Kamchatka or something. Kamchatka.
You want to go?
I want to go there, but I'm kind of a little scared.
I wouldn't go right now, Niko.
Right? I'd be like, no, dude, I agree with you guys.
Yeah. I just don't want to be there.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, guys. I'm like, tell the Russians, like, I agree with you guys. We shouldn't send all my money to Ukraine.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay, guys. I'm with you. I just want to kill moose.
Just moose. Catch moose. Catch moose.
They'll probably be like, you're Russian slaves now.
You ain't no basketball player. We ain't getting you back. Dude, you know that what's his name? The dude, that streamer guy.
Yeah.
I see a video of him. Someone goes, "Hey, check out my streamer setup," and it was like a jail cell. And he goes, "Oh, Brittany Griner, nice setup." He goes, "It's okay to make that joke because she's home and safe." Which is hilarious.
They could have kept her.
Dude, what a crazy insanity. Insanity. This thing's...
The past like 4 years have been insanity.
Yeah, they have been. Nothing about the past 4 years have been normal.
Right.
Nothing at all.
Crazy to see what these next 4 years.
Yeah. Did you watch Rogan and Tucker Carlson?
I didn't. I watched like a little bit of Tucker and Putin.
Tucker and Rogan just did one like a week or two ago.
Yeah, I got.
Tucker Carlson has no TV, no internet, and no phone at his house.
All right.
No email.
Tucker's a G.
Dude,
you think if you seen what he's seen like behind the thing, you would like do all that? Like half of the stuff is like mind controlling devices.
Yeah, he doesn't have it for a reason. I'd like to film him on a hunt. We'll take him on an elk hunt.
Yeah, you gotta get him and Trump's son. Trump's son does a ton
Junior.
of hunting. Yeah,
He might hunt with Eric. Maybe he'll get on a hunt with Eric.
yeah, that'd be sweet.
He does all the elk hunting. I think
If
Tucker's just fishing stuff.
Eric should reach out to him and like, I know, he goes fishing in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and he goes in Milwaukee with you ever hear of Eric Hadia?
Mm-hmm.
He's like this big fishing guy. He does a lot of YouTube stuff, and he does these trout fishing like through the ice, like big white trout, and he goes with them usually every year. I'm sure it's probably easy to get his son on Trump Jr. on the hunt.
Yeah. Then I'll come and film it for him.
All right. What about like all the Secret Service behind him though?
Dude, I don't think there will be. Did you see the video with him hunting with Erica? Aaron? Damn.
Barron?
It's a girl.
I don't know.
I forget her name, but did a hunt with her and that Hannah Barron and Erica something. I forget. A lady with a
Barstool or something?
No, it was like a full blown elk hunt.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like 3 camera guys and my dad's gotta go. Dad, where do you gotta go? He's probably got to poop. So my dad's really old and he has bowel problems. Start calling people out. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't have bowel problems and he's not really old. He's 73. He's not 73. Okay. My dog's down here crying like he's got to go to the bathroom, but he doesn't. So, Niko, we got May, June, July. What are you doing for working right now?
So I got I'm pretty much like a general contractor. I kind of do like a lot of different things, from like polishing floors. Like I just got back from Florida. We polished a Sam's Club, and then we did and then I got another company. We do build a lot of decks, and I got a painting company. We do epoxy floors.
You can get my dad to stay. He said he's got to go, and my dad's been a floor guy his whole life.
Yeah. So I pretty much do kind of like a little bit of everything, but say my main thing is like decks and polishing, like we do Kroger stuff like that, like the concrete, but
concrete floor. I'm here. My dad's in the comments. I'm so excited. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
All the grocery stores, make them shiny and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, clean the floors out, smooth them out. Get them glossy. Basically, just polish them. But do joint repairs, stuff like that, like warehouses, line striping.
How about wood floors?
I mean, I do like wood decks, but never like interior. Like I can do an interior, but like I don't really advertise it and do stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of people. I'm with you. Like I like a nice natural wood floor, but a lot of people put that cheap vinyl stuff in now. They like snap it.
Dude, you sound just like my dad.
Well, your dad knows. Like, dude, a wood floor is expensive to put in. So
yeah, he has a wood floor company. He's done it his whole life.
Right.
LVP or IVP. It might be a capital I.
Right. So the wood floor, like a nice natural wood floor is real nice, and you can't beat that. But people put that, people will cover their floors up with instead of restain them and stuff, they just cover them up with that snapping stuff, whatever. Yeah,
but it is stain proof. Spill water and shit on it. Dude, I'll be at an Airbnb or like an old house or something, and I'll send a picture to my dad, and he'll be like, "Hey, send me another one of that floor."
Right.
Or like a picture will just be, I'll take a picture of something and I'll show it to him, and he'll be like, "Look at that floor. It looks like shit." And I'm like, "Dad, that has nothing to do with this photo I'm showing you." Uh-huh.
Right.
But what do we got on the Instagram? Jace, how's it going? I don't know if Jace is still on or not. So I can't see on Instagram who's watching or not watching. Jace, if you're still here, reach out. I got some stuff we got to work on. Sam, what's up, Sam? Sam works at our local gas station here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sam's watched me grown up from Yoo-Hoos to Swisher Sweets to coffee. He says, "Where you at nowadays, dude? I'm still in Bel Air. I just don't come to the gas station. I'm a Wawa boy now." No, I'll swing by. I'll swing by and say hi. I live right in town, across from like Bel Air High School. Mom's still over there by the by Patterson Mill. I'll swing by and say hello. Evan's out in what's he in Louisiana? He's playing TCP tomorrow, golfing or TCPT, something like that.
TCP like Sawgrass?
Yeah.
Something? That's in Maryland?
No. The Dutch master himself. My buddy commented. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, I think my brother's in Louisiana
Oh,
because he's
okay.
getting the golf clubs. He
Oh.
borrowed them. Yeah. Do you golf, Niko?
A little bit. Like
You can do it.
I can do it. I've been into it, I've been out of it. Like it just takes up a lot. Like I'm someone who likes to if I'm gonna do it, like
You're
I
gonna
want
do
to either be a pro at it or not do it at all. And like golf just takes up too much time where it's like I gotta go shoot my bow or something.
Yeah. Well, look, my dad's in here with the floors again. Do you strip and wax vinyl?
No, I don't.
No. Nope. You hear that?
My main thing I do is like big like concrete like stores like Sam's Clubs, Costco's, like
Heck
Kroger,
yeah.
stuff like that. If it's like basically smooth out the floors and bring them up to like a high polish.
Make them slippery.
Pretty much.
Uh-oh. What's he say? Terrazzo? I don't know what that
Terrazzo,
was.
yeah. I polished terrazzo before.
Is that a gang?
No, it's like I don't know if they have them there in Maryland much, but like in Florida, a lot of their floors are terrazzo. It's like
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You kind of gotta look it up. It's just like it's not. It's like it's a different type of floor.
You told me if I get my pilot's license, you're going to buy a plane for the next Alaska flight. I'm 10 hours away from getting it. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I haven't started yet. But I am still thinking about it. Dude, if I get my pilot license, you can just rent a plane in Anchorage.
If you got your pilot's license, if like Biden wins this election, like if they rig it again, you do all this stuff. I'll max out all my credit cards. Like, and we'll go get a plane. We're go get like a nice ass plane,
and fly down to Mexico and just bring people. Oh,
and bring what people back? People could just walk over right now.
It would bring them in comfort.
Yeah.
No, we could load a plane and go live out there with Noel.
I kind of want to go live in Alaska if Biden wins again, but I'm a little scared because it's so close to Russia. And
yeah.
I don't think they really care. I don't really think they would care too much about. I don't know. Maybe.
No, I mean, what are they going to do with Alaska? What's travertine? John says travertine.
That's
travertine.
Like, I've done like travertine, paver patios in Florida.
Oh. John does patios. John does Bayside outdoor living. Freaking killer patios.
Oh, that one guy. Is that one guy you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've done travertine pavers, patios in Florida. Not really in Michigan. But Florida.
What kind of pavers do you use in Michigan? Do they crack different?
I don't really do paver work in Michigan, but I know a lot of people use like Unilock. I don't know. I'm not a huge patio guy.
I'm not a huge pet. You work in Florida now? John
Not
says.
now. Not now. I used to. Like I travel there now for work, but I had a paper company down there for like a winter.
It's all over, John. He's got amigos all up and down the East Coast.
Everywhere. Pretty much anywhere there's work, I'll go.
There's $1 to be made. Niko's got a crew.
I got like you know how a crackhead's never broke. like I'm a hunter, so I can never be broke.
Niko, check out this comment. We got Crystal Fancy Boy.
Hi, Crystal.
How's it going in Alaska right now? We just talked about the hunt and being down there. How's the weather?
It's probably cold down there.
You think there's still snow?
I don't know. Trust me, like Alaska's it's almost like a paradox. Like it's like I don't even know what's like. I couldn't even imagine what's going on there right now, dude. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you got down there right now and it's just like frozen solid, or if it was 80 degrees.
I'll set up a live stream camera just like on one of those telephone poles.
John, I was in Boca Raton, but I was in Jacksonville a week ago, roughly, or 2 weeks ago.
Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Warm spring weather finally. How warm are we talking here, Crystal? Are we talking
they're gonna say 50s?
Warm. It's warm. It's in the 30s finally. Dude, the first podcast I did, they hopped on, it was like -40.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I would like to. You only get a December deer hunting season or moose hunting season out there.
We're in the 30s now. It's so warm. They don't even need jackets. They need shorts and flip flops playing basketball outside.
All right.
They're probably loving it. They're like, oh, we can get in the water. No, they don't get in the water.
Yeah.
You got in the water?
Yeah.
It was probably cold. I didn't even get in. They got what'd you say, a spring moose season?
No, like a winter, like a December. I think it's December to January. Or it's November.
Snowmobile? You could hunt them with snowmobiles.
Pretty much a snowmobile hunt from what I've seen. Like Cameron Haynes has a video on it.
Dude, that would be cool.
All right.
Yeah, she says that's exactly it.
Be frozen, man.
Yeah, but if you prepare for it and dress appropriate, you'll be okay.
I don't know. I was a little cold on that hunt. I was I don't know. It's probably 60s?
No, I think it was colder than that.
I don't know. I was pretty cold on that hunt. But I was wet every day. Just from I don't know.
Look, she says we're not as crazy as Niko swimming in September.
It wasn't bad to swim out there midday, dude. I'd go swimming out there all the time.
Little ice bath.
Yeah. Natural ice bath.
Dude, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I definitely do think we should go back, put a nice plan together for a full series with the village.
Hey, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I know you gotta film. You gotta go there for a year and just film them.
Dude, you could go for a week and definitely get enough.
Yeah, but a year would be sweet.
I had a 6-year-old kid tell me he shoots his dogs with his air gun. Look, she's laughing. Crystal, if I came, Niko too, and filmed you guys, our idea. Let's say we filmed the Fancy Boy family from Crystal's perspective, from your son's perspective, from your husband's perspective, and then each perspective is an episode, whether it be hunting, work, school, whatever it is. And then the next season, we go and do something on the mainland, or whatever you call it. That's what they call it in Hawaii, in the lower 48. Think that'd be cool? Think you guys would be about it? I know Noel would. I think. I don't know. Last I talked to him. He was enjoying his coffee on a nice morning the other day. And then just didn't answer. Went back to sleep or something.
Right.
Uh-oh. But I think that would be that's probably within the next 5 years, I think something big.
I know they ball out when they go to Anchorage.
Yeah, man. What's up with Anchorage? How y'all going to Anchorage so much? I didn't know that.
I see the videos and pictures. They ball out when they go there.
Yeah. You should just keep flying. Keep flying and fly down to the lower 48. It's a lot warmer, but you got to deal with a lot of crazy people.
Took them to like Florida or like
Disney.
Mexico, dude. They wouldn't know what to do, dude.
Las Vegas.
Right.
Dude. It'd be like what's it called? What's it called? Ramadan? Not Ramadan. When the Amish people go out, Yom Kippur.
That's what you're talking about.
Rumspringer. We could take Noel, Darius, Brandon, everyone to Vegas. What's up, Taylor? They're traveling to Anchorage now.
For what?
Probably doctor's appointments. So, for anyone listening, that's kind of like where the only doctors are in Alaska. Anchorage.
Well, there are other big cities too, but like
but the one. What was it? Bedford didn't
have to go to like the closest
operating wing.
Yeah, it's Anchorage.
Wilbur wants his beer. You're gonna travel to Anchorage. Dude, that's a whole video right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Right. Now, guys, when I tell you this is not a far trip, it's probably a couple days.
What?
To travel to Anchorage from where they're at?
No, it's probably not far. Because they're just taking that one flight.
Oh, we did 3 flights. That's right.
Yeah, because we got screwed on the airplane.
Yeah, so we went Anchorage to there to the boat there. Okay, that's why.
Like we got that flight our original flight got canceled, so we got like, we either had to like risk it and wait it out, which we heard their flight got canceled like 4 or 5 days in a row, or we did like a bunch of like jumping through hoops.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. But you planned that.
The way back, it was way easier.
Yeah, it was.
The way there,
hey,
dude,
Crystal,
I thought we were going to maybe die.
Crystal, are you guys flying there or boating there? And
there's no way they're boating there.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't boat there. They're flying there. So how do you bring that back into the village? Is that allowed? Is it not allowed?
Their village is a dry village, remember?
That's what I thought.
So they're probably going to Anchorage, balling out, and then coming back.
Or how would you get the beer into the village?
Next time we go, I want to go to like a Walmart in Anchorage and see how much like the price of stuff.
Oh, dude, I want to buy random stuff and send it there.
Right, you can Amazon stuff there.
I was Amazon and Nola a green laser. I got him some baby formula.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not even allowed. You can't have any alcohol. Huh. They're
Yep.
flying. Not allowed. So do you bring it back or do you just drink it while you're there? I want to know. How to smuggle beer into the village.
It seems like something like people wouldn't really care about.
Bro.
I thought we seen a bunch of drunk. I thought we seen people drunk there.
So did I. I thought, unless you want to sit in court. Dang. Is there real court?
What kind of court? Like U.S. court or like village court?
Yeah, like the basketball court. Meet me at the court. We're going to settle this.
Can the village court send you to like a village type of jail?
Where you have to live outside, tied to a moose antler.
Like, what happens if you break a village law?
Yeah, so, Crystal, you're talking about going to court. Now, you are...
U.S. court? Like,
yeah, it's different than us. Like, what do you do? It wouldn't be the same court that we would go to, is it? Smuggler's court. What?
I don't know how they're yeah, I could have brought like a whole backpack full. Like, no one's checking bags there.
They left my bag with a gun on the runway. Just left it. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like...
I don't drink, but Wilbur has that in Anchorage.
Dude, I feel like we could definitely bring a bunch of alcohol in there. What if I order it off Amazon and send it to them?
I don't think you could buy alcohol on Amazon.
No?
No.
Oh, maybe not. I'll fill up containers and send it in. Arrested locally, then the VTC for court.
I don't think that's gonna help the village.
Have you guys tried fentanyl? I'm kidding. What time is it there? It's 4 hours past behind us. So we're like 6 o'clock. Huh. Dang, it's already 10. Dude, we've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be ready to roll. Hopefully I'll finish this video tomorrow.
You know, that'd be sweet.
I put so much time, dude. It's so, how do I word it? No matter the price I tell you for a video, it sucks because I have to make it perfect on my end.
Right.
Like, it's kind of like a floor. If you, all right, here, oh, you just want it real cheap and quick? All right, I'll do it. And you're like, no. Yeah. So I keep rewatching it. I'm 16 minutes in. I got Briar's Ears Dead, the recovery of it. 99% of it up to there is final.
I got you.
You gotta go. You texting?
I'm just double checking my work, but yeah, we should probably wrap it up. I gotta wake up early, get back to work.
Okay, still hunting.
Still hunting.
All right, man. Well, it's been fun. And oh yeah, 6 o'clock there. That's what Crystal says. Crystal, tell Noel to answer me. I would love to have the village. Fuck, what's he called? The tribe leader on the podcast. And
the chief.
The chief, that's what it is. Not tribe leader, chief. Chief Noel. Oh, ha, ha. No, I'd love to talk to Noel. I haven't even talked to him. I don't think in April at all. We talked on the phone probably once a week for a couple months.
Nice.
Was fun chatting with you guys. Going to Alaska Airlines. Well, tell them all I said hello. See you later, Crystal. Niko, I'll see you later.
Sounds good, Phil. I'll see you.
See ya. Thank you. Well, guys, that was Niko. If you haven't checked it out, he's got an elk hunt. It's on Holy Hunt on YouTube, as well as Facebook and Instagram. They're also posted on my channel as well, Givens Media or Phil Givens. their Alaska moose hunt and the elk hunt. Both videos are doing. I mean, Niko does some awesome stuff, so of course they're going to do well. That was good. Thanks, Dad. See you guys next week. We got Eric on. Eric is the guide from the elk hunt. So watch that video. Come on next week and have some questions. See ya.